Here we are back for part 2. Punters, we'll just have a bit of a chat about Sandown. The regular viewers will note that I'm on a soft drink here. Juppy kindly passed on his man flu to me last week, and
It's good of it.
taste buds aren't what they normally are, so no Carlton draft for me today. But
How
that's
did
okay.
Sandown play compared to how you expected it to play? Because you've been doing some fantastic stuff on this service of letting people know. You've been talking to Nick Goody and Jason Kerr so far, and was it Tim Bailey that did?
Yep, we went out and we did a quick one there at Sandown on Thursday. Unfortunately, trapped for a rookie filmmaker like myself, Ralph. We sort of got to become a bit victim to the wind there.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit hard to hear, so apologies for that, punters, but we'll learn from that, try and get it better next time. But I think if the punters were able to hear what the discussion Tim and I had, we pretty much predicted how the track would play, with the big variable being the wind.
Yep.
And how much the jockeys react to it in the back straight. And the races, I haven't looked into all the minute sectional detail yet. I've only looked at the sort of overalls and the last 600s and that sort of thing, but the races are a little bit hard to get a handle on because they've reacted differently to the wind in most of the flat races. So
100%. Yeah, I think as an overview though, I don't know if I'd be saying this. I happen to have a good day, but I don't know if I'd be saying this if it was a wet day. But how good was it that with a clear week of weather, in late May in Melbourne, we were able to get just a perfect racing service? I mean, as you said, the wind did play a part, but it's just a real credit to what we've got in Melbourne with our curators.
I think some of the people that have, found a way to criticise some of our wonderful track managers in Melbourne are starting to realise how good that we've got it down here.
Yes.
And that horse welfare and firm tracks are really a tenuous link. So I just think that the tracks in Melbourne are outstanding. That track on Saturday was brilliant. It's a pity it didn't get showcased as it could have.
Yeah.
I suppose I don't understand the all the details of free-to-air TV and what Racing.com and Channel 7 are trying to achieve, but the Metro meeting in Melbourne on Saturday got pretty short shrift, really. You know what I mean? Like, it was somewhere between 2 and 5 minutes of coverage leading into each race as they crossed from Brisbane. So Rush Mountain Yard.
Well, let's talk about Brisbane in part 3, about the issues with that track, because I reckon you touched on it there. What we've had in the past couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, how bad it's raced in Brisbane. Sydney had no luck with the weather, but often the track didn't play very well, and smart people, I don't live in the jurisdiction, you grew up there, have said that a lot of it's to do though with the foundation of the way they've set up those tracks. So while they had no luck with the weather, they also haven't had, real smart foresight compared to what we've got in Melbourne.
So looking into all the real detail of it and getting into the what's behind some of the issues in the various other jurisdictions, right? That's an argument for someone else. It's not my problem, so I'm not really going to get into it. But what I will say is, both in regards to Eagle Farm, Randwick, other tracks in Sydney, historically they've been great race courses.
Yes.
Okay, there was nothing wrong with them. Now, so over the years, whatever they've done to them has just about destroyed Eagle Farm, it looks like, at the moment. And Randwick's a shadow of its former self.
Yeah.
Whereas in Melbourne, it's the task for track managers is enormous. It's very difficult, but the guys do it.
Have you learned more about that over the past years, seeing as how you've been going? Have you really improved your education process by talking to these guys?
Absolutely. Sometimes I used to think, why is Mick running the aerator down the middle of the track?
Yeah.
And when you walk it, you can see exactly why. And their aim in every case, in my view, is to present the fairest, best surface they possibly can for every meeting, given the circumstances. And the weather is a huge factor in how these tracks come up.
Yep.
And they're constantly dealing with all sorts of little variables in terms of diseases and bits and pieces and the equipment they have to use to deal with those things. So it's a real task they've got, and the tracks we've been presented with in Melbourne over the last 12 months, been outstanding. Like we're heading back to Moonee Valley for the first meeting in a while on Sunday. Now, this time last year, that was a bit of a problem because they'd had an issue, but they fixed that up, and that I expect when I go and walk that track this Thursday, that it will be in outstanding order because it was in such good order before the break.
Oh, Marty Simon's another superstar, no question. So yeah, that's for going forward. So anyway, we'll have a look at this on your